Alright, Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole of the house of David. Let's get into this. Right now, I'm at work right now. Some of my spirit I want to get off. More things concerning, peace and myself. So it's going to be like a story about my past life or something like that. Because I really want to get into talking about peace. Keep talking about peace, but let me get this scripture. Go ahead and read these scriptures because, again, I'm at work. So I'm going to read this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves of mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. All right, I'm getting to the story now. You see, that last part, that last part is thug culture, gangster culture. I remember there was a time in my life where I used to get bullied a lot. I didn't fit in, used to get bullied a lot, and that grew, and that grew into hatred. Then once that hatred was fulfilled, it grew, it bare fruit. And I ended up joining the gang for vengeance. I just wanted to join the gang, get that gang power, and get vengeance. I was ready to jump people. I was ready to do whatever. I especially one of those that, used to bully me in school. I especially one of them. But once I joined the gang, it's like they didn't want to do nothing anymore. And I found that crazy. But all during this time, doing being in the gang, and immersing myself in street culture, gangster culture, I hated myself. During all that time, I hated myself. And now that I've grown, repented from that way and starting to look at life through a new lens, through peace, I understand that hatred twisted my mind. Hatred twisted my mind for that to happen. Hatred twisted my mind for that to happen. The reason why I did all that is because hatred took control. It's because hatred took control. And it led me to even further sin. You see, hatred and anger does not lead to peace. Hatred and anger does not lead to peace. Because what happens when you're angry, when you're so angry, you're willing to do anything and evil too, anything. Once you truly angry or have hatred, you're willing to do anything. You're willing to commit adultery to get back at somebody. You're willing to get drunk to get that liquid courage and not care about anything. Just wild out. Be what's that word I'm looking for? Be forward, not that. Be bold. You see, in the scriptures tells you about that. I'm going to get in just a minute. To be bold, I think. Be bold and wild. Book wild. You see, it'll lead you to commit adultery against another man's wife and him for revenge. Just like I use, dudes in blacks, I can't remember their acronym, but them Israelites in black, with how they say it's hard to commit adultery for revenge. Nah. Hatred, envy, and anger leads to that. It's the driver behind those emotions. It'll cause you to steal. It'll cause you to steal, becoming a thief. It'll cause you to cover someone else's stuff. Like, I want that. I'm gonna snatch it up off him. I have to rob him. It'll cause all that. All that. And the driving force behind those actions is hatred, anger, and envy. That junk twisted your mind, and like one of my favorite series, one of my favorite franchises is Star Wars. And I'm starting to see, using that medium to see things and look back on life and look forward on life. And it's like that movie is spiritual. Those movies are spiritual, right? Like the old ones, they spiritual because hatred does twist you. Once you get deeper and deeper into it start to twist you and twist you more because you're gaining all those unclean spirits on you. You start to gain those. You start to put those spirits on you, and they get worse and worse and worse and worse. They get worse and worse. I'm trying to find that scripture. There's a scripture that says, "Follow not after a bold man." Because he that if anybody know what I'm talking about, just post it in the comment board below. But that you become that person was when you have hatred and anger driving you, pushing you forward. It was just horrible, and once I was in there, once I had let hatred and anger, drive me to join the game. Drive me to involve myself, immerse myself in street culture, gangster culture, thug culture. I hated myself. I hated myself. There was no peace. There's no peace in that. I know somebody be like, yeah, I'm a warrior. I mean, ain't a warrior is not bad per se. But you gotta understand, a warrior craves blood, and there's no peace in that. A warrior craves to conquer, to go out and disturb the peace of others. You see, I want rulership not because I want to conquer, not because I want women, not because I want slaves, because I want peace to reign over the earth. That's why I hope in Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai will be the warrior, for me. Yahweh Shai will be the warrior for me. He will be that conqueror for me. He will go out and conquer. He will go out and do that. You know? That warrior's mentality. Nah, I'm letting that die. I'm letting it die. I'm letting that die because I want peace. I just been thinking about how all those emotions twisted me. It twisted my mind until I was something that I hated. I had become the very thing I hated. I had become the very thing I hated. I lost my virginity to a girl I did not want to lose it to. I was with people I did not want to be around. I was constantly having to wear a different mask. Constantly having to cover myself, the person I wanted to be. because of hatred, envy, and anger driven me towards a image of fashion that I did not want to become. Now see now, that peace is truly the way. And I understand what things I wish I said. I understand because it's for the sake of peace. This is well. Here it is. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Excuse me, let me get this. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. Let me read that again one more time. Matthew 5 and 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn him to the other also. I'm starting to understand those things because there's some things you can just shrug off for the sake of peace, for the sake of your peace, for the sake of inner peace. There's some things you can just shrug off. It might suck. It might bring some shame, but for the sake of peace, would you want that? Or would you want to burn in anger? Let that anger drive you to do something foolish. Now you have to pay for that foolishness for the rest of your life. Now you have to pay for that foolishness for the rest of your life. You see that twisted self, that twisted mind twisted by anger, rage, hate, envy, can cause you to make foolish decisions. That can cause foolishness to come out your mouth and stir up the people around you. Now you in a situation you would rather not be in. That twisted self. There's no peace. There's no peace in war. There's no peace in anger. There's no peace in hatred. There's no peace in envying. It's, as I grow in this truth, I start to see these things. I start to understand. I start to see the bigger picture. I start to see the bigger picture. I ain't know it. I understand now about turning the other cheek and just walking away. Because there is no peace in any of that. There is no peace in any of that. What's that scripture say? It say, blessed are the peacekeepers or peacemakers. I understand it now. You know, my breakup. So I just want to get that off my chest. Get that off my mind. Man, walk in the ways of peace. Strive after peace. I wanted to say that the force be with you, but that'd be too cringy. And, I don't want brothers to be like, man, cut that out, whatever. But I really like this stuff. So, so I guess I can say, let peace be with you, because that was, shalom means. I think shalom means peace be unto you. So, as it says, go in peace, peace be unto. Peace be unto you. Until the next time, Lord willing, Shalom.